Testing, 1, 2, 3. That's the wrong display. Let's try this again. Where's my chat? Where'd my window? I'm having trouble, chat. I'm having trouble today. I'm having a lot of trouble. There's my activity feed. Where's my chat? Chat, there you are. What am I doing, Stinky? Hi, Sky. Good evening. I'm having a night. I'm having a night. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi. We're gonna talk about something. VRC? Why is that there? Ugh. Okay, I'm okay, but there's something really deep and emotional that I've got to talk about. Because there's a Twitter post online that mentions my name, and I need to address it. Okay, there we go. I've got to address it. I've got to set the record straight. So I'm gonna record a video, and fun fact, I didn't mean to stream. The record button and the stream button are close together, but I think that streaming this will help me word these out, because I'm having trouble forming words for this response, and I really, it's important that I do this right. It's very important to me that I get this right. Let me pull up the post, make sure I'm citing things correctly. How am I sure the tails are lifted? Well, easy. It's meat. But today we're gonna... I mean, you could test it for yourself, I suppose. Maybe you need to lift it yourself. Let's see. Okay. Also, I had a massive nap this afternoon because I went out and I bought like 6 pieces of fried chicken and like 2 sides of mac and cheese and 2 sides of coleslaw and 2 biscuits from the local chicken place here, and was very, very high, and then crashed really, really hard. No, Aster, I'm going to be talking about something very serious. Twitter post that I want to talk about. There's something I need to address. It's important because the accusations that are in this Twitter post are very, well, they're not good. And I need to speak these out because they're also, gross mischaracterizations of my character. So we're gonna talk about them. If I'm able to after, feel free to ask. Okay, Aster. Yeah. Sit on my chair here. Or not my chair, my bed. It's my bed. It's my bed. Because I don't have my chair. I'm gonna buy it after AnswerCon. Okay. So, the reason that I'm making this video slash... Let's make sure that I'm recording. Okay. Okay. So, I'm making this video as a response to a small rant that was done by Fusion on Twitter. You might or might not have seen this Twitter post by Fusion the NS. Holy moly, I don't have my sound on. Holy moly. Hi. Hi. I am sorry. I need to, hi, Wolf. Hi. We're, My alerts are not coming through my headset. Hold on. That's a problem. It keeps on doing that every time, and I don't know why. Monitor off. Monitor and output. Did you guys hear the raid? The little do that thing? Did you hear the raid thing, guys? Woof raid, hi, what were you doing? What were you up to, darling? How are you tonight? You did, okay, good. Making sure. Tonight we're talking about something serious. If I can rename the stream, it's really hard in VR to type and stuff. One more, okay. I'm gonna call it serious talk time. With Timmy. Age of consent. We're going to talk about age of consent today. TLDR, don't mess with people under 18. But there's more nuance to it than that. More nuance to it than that. So, first I want to get out of the way. This video is being made as a response to Fusion the NS on Twitter. Oh, I got itchy. My nose is itchy. But I'll crop out things I don't need. But so Fusion says that as a furry they don't find the TikTok that me and Stream Dad made funny. The first sentence is fine. It's the Fusion. You don't have to like my content. You don't have to like funny, sexy sort of content. Hi Nova. You don't have to like it. But then you go on to say that. Then Fusion goes on to say that TikTok is a kids app, and TikTok is not a kids app. TikTok is used by a ton of adults, and there's tons of thirsty content all over TikTok. A lot of it is outside of the furry fandom. It's like there's a ton of straight thirsty stuff, and why shouldn't there be gay thirsty stuff or furry thirsty stuff or that kind of thing? TikTok is not a kids app. Sexual content, sexual comedy is very comedy is very healthy. We need to destigmatize sex. We need to destigmatize sex. We need to make it a whole lot more accessible, like as something we communicate about and talk about. And a lot of people are ashamed about sex, and we can't. It's upsetting to me that we struggle so hard on the front of talking about sex, because as children we're told that it's bad all the time. We're inundated with the message from authority figures that sex is shameful, something shush, you don't talk about sex, and it leads to this very unhealthy, toxic culture that we are. Hi. Thanks for the follow there, Mitchell. That's an interesting name, Mitchell. Kids are introduced to sex from a very young age. Like, we're told a lot don't talk about sex. Hush, hush. You know, like the birds and the bees that the parents are super... Thank you, Cuddles, for the sub. We're talking about something serious because we have had allegations against me that I'm clearing up right now. And I'm recording this video to address them very properly. So, TikTok, calling TikTok a kids app, for one, yeah, Nova in the chat said that the internet is not a kid-friendly place. Stop it, you're gonna start a hype train. Oh my god. Nice. Are those playing for you? Are those sound alerts playing for you? Can you hear them? We're gonna... Yeah, good. I gotta mess with the properties here.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, you got new sound alerts. There's new sound alerts. They're not in my ear, though. Yeah, we got new sound alerts, even for channel points. I added some more, because I want to update my channel points. But Fusion accuses TikTok of being a kids app, and it's not. As Nova in the chat said, the internet is not, like, kid-friendly, like stereotypically kid-friendly. Sexual innuendos are everywhere. And, it's not going away. In fact, it's going to get exponentially more as we get more and more comfortable with sex as a society, you know? Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are silly. You got a gift? Now it works? Monitor off, monitor and output close. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, thank you very much for all of the... Guys, you're sweet. Hi Zen. Did someone say sexual innuendo? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. My content is going to stay getting on TikTok. My stuff is going to continue to be made on TikTok and in YouTube and all over the place, right? I want my content to be about making sex comfortable for everyone to talk about. And that Fusion calls TikTok a kids app implies that my content is harmful for kids. It's not. It's not harmful for kids. Holy moly. Look at SpongeBob SquarePants. The number of sexual innuendos. Midnight! Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Hey, Midnight, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? No. Level 4. How dare. You don't know what you're doing? What do you mean you don't know what you're doing? I am very... Yeah, no, I'm gonna clip stuff out. Cosmic, don't worry. I'll make sure that this is clipped into like a cohesive video for people. Oh my god, thank you. Mr. Otter, I don't know what you're talking about. Drink up. Oh, hydrate? Oh, hydrate, okay. Hi, Gumball. Yeah, so TikTok's not a kid's app. You know what? I will take the sound alerts out of the recording, and that will, oh, that's a good idea. I can do that. I can do that. I can go into advanced audio properties here, and I can actually take it out of the recording. No, I'm not quitting Twitch. Oh my god, no.
Seems bad at this.
I am. I'm bad at maintaining cohesive thoughts. Hi, Eurolian. Yeah, like, well, yeah, for one, Jackster down there is absolutely right that the parents need to be monitoring their children to make sure that, especially online, like, you really, as a parent, if you are a good parent, you need to monitor your kids because, oh god, there's so much worse that kids are gonna encounter than me on freaking, on online. A lot worse. Yeah. So my content is going to stay, and I'm going to keep on doing stuff on Twitch and on TikTok and on YouTube. Fusion's, I think he's a streamer. He's a 17-year-old. No, he's not a friend. He's some 17-year-old who doesn't like that my content's sexual on TikTok. And he made.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And, yeah. And this tweet got like 30,000 views. 50,000 now, yeah. And it's a frickin' it's that part is the less serious part. I wouldn't even respond to it except it's part of the whole Twitter post. So Fusion goes on to say that I defend pedophiles, and this is the serious allegation that I have to immediately dispel. For one, so they're going to reference an incident a year ago? Like, a year ago. So the person wants me to keep their name out of it because they don't want to deal with the drama anymore. But they were interacting with teens that were 16. These 16-year-olds that were super horny, very, very sexually aggressive, very much led the conversation, but this adult interacted with them online in a sexual manner. And they're my friend. And I don't agree with what they did, but they're not directly a pedophile. They're not. Because they don't go after children. They're not specifically interested in children. They were just horny and did something stupid. And this doesn't label them as evil for life. They just did something that they really shouldn't have. No real harm was done in the incident. I mean, it's not like they hooked up IRL. And the person, the adult, lives in Canada, where the age of consent is actually 16. And the age of consent across the world is largely 16. The average is 16. It's just that American kids are freaking crazy. Now, I want to preface this before I go further to say, if someone's under 18, leave them alone. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. I don't think that, like, if someone's genuinely a pedophile and they want to specifically go after children, then they need help. They need help. They need to get therapy. They need to interact with a powerful professional support structure so that they never interact with those urges. They're not inherently evil, but they need help, and they need to make sure that they never act ever on those urges. Because if they do, they need to go to jail. Because no, you don't do that. Now, kids hit a certain age, and they interact with sexual content. The average middle to high schooler is very sexually understanding. They understand a lot. The reason why you don't mess with people under 18 is because they're not emotionally ready. They're not emotionally ready for actual sex and sexual encounters. They shouldn't be ashamed for feeling sexual thoughts, you know, and there's porn, and I'm sure that they're accessing porn, because I did when I was 16, holy moly. Oh, and when I was 16, I did a lot. I did a lot online. I did. Too much online. I was actually very, I did a lot of, like, dangerous, like, I'm gonna say this, okay? And I don't want you to judge me for it. And if you do, it's like, if you do, okay, fine. But when I was somewhere around 16, I think even 15, I was inviting strangers to come. Nihilate, this is not the best stream for you to throw your audience at. We're having a very serious talk today. Hi, Nihilate. Hello. Thank you for the rate of 23 people. But I want you to understand that when I was Red Panda Raid, what were you up to? Were you in VRC? I think you were in VRC, right? Did you have fun streaming? I was just about to say, we're talking about sex, we're talking about age of consent, we're talking about a Twitter post, which let's just say there were allegations on this Twitter post that I've got to respond to, and I wanted to talk these things out. I'm probably going to have to redo like a full video, but I wanted to talk these things out and for those who are here, talk about them, because there's some serious allegations that I can't let stand, you know. So the first part on the Twitter post that I want to dispel is that I don't defend pedophiles. Okay, I want to make that very clear. I want to make that very clear that the person who I did defend was not a pedophile. They were just someone, a friend of mine who did something dumb. The situation was not nearly as serious as people make it out to be, and it shouldn't have happened. They are never going to do that kind of thing again, and people make mistakes. And then I was going to say, so if you scroll down on the Twitter post a little bit, you scroll down a little bit of a ways down, Fusion posts a conversation I have with one of the teens who was involved with this adult, who I'm going to keep the name out of. I don't want them to have any sort of drama brought to them. So I was talking with one of these teens, and the screenshot shows me asking why they should feel guilty about what they did. You know, I say to them that when I was 16, I was very sexually active online, and that there shouldn't be shame or guilt associated with what happens when you're a minor and you get sexually active online. You shouldn't feel ashamed for what you do, but you should be really careful. You should be really careful. And so keep it to not interacting directly with people. And if you're over 18, don't interact with people under 18. So I was going to say, when I was 16, I not only interacted with people online, but invited them to come and pick me up and come and get me. See, my home life was very lonely. My home life was very lonely. I was the weird kid in school, so I had very few friends. It was a tiny town of like 1,000 people in the whole town. 68 people in my graduating class, and I did not associate with most of them. I associated honestly more with the teachers than I did with the students. And I was very parentified as well. I grew up very fast. I grew up super fast. Because I felt I had to, because I didn't feel like home was supporting me in a way that was good. You know, and so I felt like I had to be an adult so that I could support myself emotionally. So I prided myself on being mature, and some of that included sexual activity online. I was never picked up. There was never actually any physical sexual stuff that happened. Thank God. My God, I could have. Do you have any clue? You can send a hug message. Thank goodness I didn't get picked up. I got super lucky. I was in this remote town. It was actually a blessing that I was in a remote town away from major cities, because otherwise, I don't know where I'd be right now today. You know, there's horror stories. There are horror stories out there. Yeah. So, yeah, I got super lucky. But if you're under 18, you really shouldn't be interacting with people online, sexually, especially adults. I mean, and you really shouldn't be. You should be very careful interacting with your peers if you're under 16 or under 18. If you're under 18, because blackmail's a thing and emotions are super wild when you're growing. The reason why you shouldn't be interacting with people under 18 if you're an adult is because emotionally they're not prepared. There's this chemical in the brain called oxytocin. Oxytocin is a bonding chemical. It bonds people. It's the sort of the love chemical. So when you're sexual, you're gonna generate this in your brain, and it's gonna form attachments. Adolescents are more susceptible. They're more susceptible to oxytocin, so they're gonna form stronger attachments than we will as adults. So they're gonna feel like they want a commitment. You know, they're going to feel much more attached, and when the attention stops, they're going to feel betrayed, and it's going to lead to some super negative emotions. And that's one of the many reasons why you shouldn't be interacting with people under 18. Oh, hydrate. Yes, I should drink, because water is important. But this stuff needs to be talked about, you know, because it's not the sex acts which are directly harmful. It's that they're not ready emotionally. They can understand sex. They can even, like, vocalize very key components about sex, but they're biologically not prepared. They're not ready. They're also in school, and they need to focus on school. Is that my dog? Beans. 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 Beans, beans, beans. And posture. I'll sit up a little bit. Hi, Cat Cafe. So it wasn't rumors so much. So when you see the screenshots of me talking to this teen, you're going to see me asking them why what they did was harmful. I don't directly say that they should continue to be sexual online, but I'm trying to dispel feelings of guilt in them, because they were speaking some very self-negative thoughts, that they were feeling ashamed and guilty, and that what they did was, like, really wrong. Now, they shouldn't be sexual online. They shouldn't, because they're under 18. They shouldn't be. But they shouldn't feel ashamed or guilty about it. They shouldn't carry some sort of burden of what they did. You know? And we all do dumb things. We all do unwise things. You know? There's some things I do now which aren't like the most healthy things, but they're not inherently harmful, the things I do. And could I live my life more healthily, more good for myself? Yeah, probably. But I'm having fun and I'm enjoying myself, and I'm not hurting anybody while I do. I'm gonna make mistakes here and there, like when I went to the con and I was a little too sus in a room party. I wasn't explicit, but I was a little too sus. It was 18 plus, but I went a little too far. You know, we make mistakes. We make mistakes. We learn from them. Grew up in foster care. You know, life can be messed up. Yeah, life can be super messed up, super screwed up. You know, but we shouldn't carry guilt going forward. So that's what that screenshot is that you see. When I'm talking with this teen, Dege, D-E-G-E, when I'm talking with this person, I'm trying to help them understand that they do not need to feel guilty about enjoying what happened, right? They shouldn't carry some sort of burden. Now, Fusion also accuses Stream Arcadad of defending a groomer, Whiplash. I don't think Whiplash is a groomer. I think that Whiplash probably did something dumb as well, you know. But he's not the type of person to manipulate people in that way. He's not a bad guy at all. He's very sweet. And he wouldn't want to abuse someone like that. He can come off as very flirtatious. I know. What the?
You're good, King. We all got your back. Make sure you take care of yourself.
I will. I absolutely do. Every day. I try to. I was just trying to... Oh my god. Tech. Daddy, please. Oh. Okay. Hey. This is actually not hurting me to talk about it. If anything, it helps to talk about it. Because it helps me form my thoughts a little bit more cohesively to hear people's feedback. Hi, Goose. Now, there is someone here in the chat who was concerned about me, wanted to understand what was going on. Am I sad? Why am I sad? I'm not sad. I'm serious. It's a serious tonight. Tonight's serious night. Because I want you to understand that my sexual content is about making people happy. No, you don't need to beat anybody up. Hi, Maze. Thanks for inviting me. Maze, I saw your invite. I have something serious we're talking about here. Yeah. So Fusion, unfortunately, is very anti-horny about anything horny on the internet, and it's probably because they're so sexually frustrated. I don't have a problem with lewd towards the wrong people. I have issues with temper. I made dumb decisions on Twitter. I lash out towards hateful people. I've said things you heavily regret. Yeah. Absolutely. 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 We make dumb decisions. We make dumb decisions. And I'll say this now. There's a lot of hateful people on Twitter. Don't engage. I see Twitter and I see posts. I see them and I go, I want to say something about this because it offends me. And I'm like, they're not going to change. It's going to be a waste of my time, a waste of my energy. You know, like those conservatives or those fundamentalists who are like anti-gay and that kind of thing. And there's no reason to respond, but you want to. You want to really badly. And it's like, I understand, but I meant more streaming that Fallout and hurts you. You make amazing content. I love it. I don't want to have this force you to stop making stuff. Oh, you sweetheart, Morris. No, I'll never stop. No, no. Someone would have to point out some way which my content genuinely hurts people in a way that is logical. Yeah, toxic people aren't worth your time. Now, Fusion is probably some sexually frustrated teen who is really upset that they can't get off yet. I say that and it sounds kind of cringe, but honestly, where their thoughts are coming from, this sort of hostility towards anything sus and thirsty is probably comes from frustration. Or things that they've grown up learning that really aren't very healthy. Oh, woo! Vale, hi. Yeah, so I just wanted to make clear that I don't defend pedophiles. But I don't label people pedophiles either. Like, if a pedophile is a pedophile, they're a pedophile. But it has a very specific definition. You'll be here to listen? Thank you. I made a big mistake on Friday. I'm worrying about it spreading and people thinking I'm dangerous or... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're fine. My family kind of hates me because I'm gay and it's hard for me to get over it. Yeah, so I'll tell you now that my family is fairly supportive of, like, they're not supportive so much as accepting. I don't really have contact much with them. I'm on fairly friendly terms now with my mom, but I'm not actually talking yet to my siblings. I haven't made that connection yet, and I want to. I'm going to, but it's going to take some time. I need to actually ask my mom how they're doing. My sister's trans, and I'm sure that's difficult. I actually haven't known them since they've been, to me, my brother. So now they're my sister, and I want to get to know them. You know, because there's going to be big differences in what I learned about them as a kid and what I learned how they are now, and I need to get in contact. But Fusion also talks about how I defended Tiger, which Tiger posted some art that some artist made that apparently the artist also makes cub art and Tiger didn't know. And Tiger wouldn't hurt a fly. Tiger uses a little cubby little tiger model and is sus as heck, and we love Tiger. They are amazing. Remember, Tiger is non-binary, so they, them, and cub art is complicated. It's art, so art doesn't consent, and therefore art also can't not consent, you know, but it is a little distasteful. It's not inherently evil like some people make it out to be. Don't touch kids. Don't touch real kids. My God, my guys. That's it. I'm not going to get into that now because it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. Oh, your mom wants you to give her grandchildren? Well, you can adopt, but I suppose they want the bloodline to continue. It's sort of a biological urge. Yeah, but Tiger wouldn't hurt a fly, and I'm gonna stand by my buddy, my darling Tiger, all the time. Unless they do something genuinely hurtful, and then in which case I'll approach them and go, hey, you really probably should apologize for this, but Tiger's done nothing wrong. Just because Tiger's little tiny little tiger being sassy makes people uncomfortable, it's not our problem. It's not our problem, it's not hurtful. But it does... Attacking Tiger causes Tiger to feel bad, and therefore I'm going to stand up and shout from the rooftops, Tiger did nothing wrong, because they didn't. So I'll defend them. I'm Tiger's friend. And then they also point out that I defended Lumetric, and Lumetric a while back did like Cub art. Lumetric has distanced themselves from Cub art. They're not dealing with that. They're not interacting with it. And it's not that bad anyway. I'm saying this as an older brother. I hug them a lot and I trust you. Also, I like your thigh highs and arm warmers. Thank you. I've met many people like this person because I had people call the police on me for work around because of how I look. That sucks. Loom is a sweetheart. Yeah, Lumetric. I don't think that Lumetric would want to hurt anybody either. I'm Lumetric's friend as well. Yeah. And so ultimately I needed to talk about this Twitter post because it was bugging me. It's been bugging me for a little while. And I wanted to get that off my chest. It's very important that you understand my thoughts and feelings. And we're going to go into age of consent, and we're going to talk about more about why people under 18 shouldn't interact sexually.
Well, there are states where laws where the age is lower, like Indiana, which is 16.
I don't know if you guys can hear my roomie, but my roomie is saying how there are states where the laws are 16. Actually, Indiana's one of them. Yeah. And from a legal standpoint, you can. Actually, like, most of the world, average age of consent is 16. 16 is largely all, like, most of the world. They heard. Okay, good. You did hear him. Okay. Yeah. And my roomie's right. And in those places, you know, it's legal, it's fine. But I just wanted to talk about development and why you should be very careful with people under 18. It is 13 in some countries. It's a little low. It's a little low. Getting kind of low. Yeah. So Alex said if you're not at all, not at least 20, you're not even going to consider it. So male brain development doesn't stop until 25. Female, I think, is around 22. And during brain's development, you're going to be more susceptible to hormonal imbalances and being hormonally crazy, and your brain will be affected by hormones that are made. And sex generates a lot of hormones. And so people under 18 get very attached very easy. The following, if their age is not on the clock, she's... Oh, that's... Wow, Jackster. It's like... Oh, that... Bad joke, but also kind of funny. It's kind of bad. Let me mute my microphone for a second. Boom, boom, boom. My roomie just asked, what if it's 24-hour clock? Well, I love the space behind me. Thank you, Goosebumps. Yeah, 18 and 19-year-olds are still emotionally unsteady. Beans. Blah. Yeah, I wasn't even planning on streaming this, but it's helping. It's helping me feel. I feel better. I do. I feel emotional. Cuddles, Cuddles. You don't have the money. No, Cuddles. Okay, last one. Okay, please, please, please. I don't want your bank account to suffer because you're throwing subs at me. My gosh, my guy, my darling. Please, sweetheart. You just cooperate. Cooperate. Okay. Last one. Thank you. You deserve it. You're super sweet. Can I give you something? I mean, if you want to, I mean, you can. I just don't deserve to be spoiled that much. Yeah. You're the best buddy before bedtime. Oh, sweetheart. You do deserve to be spoiled. Fine. Oh, hydrate. Okay, I'll hydrate. Yeah. Age of consent is a very complicated topic. But, basically, I advise you stay away from people under 18 because they are too sensitive emotionally. What's going on with your whole body, your leg and arm, and they equate the... My leg and arm. It's just, sometimes the tracking's a little wonky. It's just how it is sometimes. It's because the base stations are picking this stuff up and sometimes they don't track real great. Beans. 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 Age of consent. Yeah, so leave people under 18 alone. It's just not smart. Because they get super attached chemically. They can't help it. They can't help it. They can't help it. They chemically get attached because of oxytocin production. Bed. I'm sitting on a bed. I don't have a good chair yet. I'm working on it. Actually, with all that Jack has given, I can probably afford a really good chair now. Thank you, Jack. You give too much. You give too much. But I'll buy a chair and it'll be very comfortable and it'll be thanks to people like you. Thanks to viewers like you. Thank you. I'll, give me a picture of your face, I'll sit on it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Mostly. Get a gaming chair? I want to. Have a good night, Cuddles. Have a good night. Sleep well. Yeah. This can be done. Ayo. Send me your Sona's face and I'll just plop right on it. Yeah. I'll even like just tuned into the stream. What about this topic? A Twitter post. A Twitter post by a Twitter post by Fusion. Twitter post by Fusion. See, children are exposed to sexual media all over the place. They are. They are. And so they just, we need a lot more sexual education. I'm going to work hard on my front to educate everybody sexually a lot more because, my gosh, everyone is way undereducated on the subject and it needs to change. I'm thinking about contacting the Kinsey Institute and talking with some of their doctors, the doctorate holders there, their professors, about sex and help people get more educated, share some of that knowledge with the world. Which would be interesting. talk about Cub for a second, Cub art for a second. It's an uncomfortable topic because there's a lot of hostility towards Cub art. I think it can be distasteful. It's not something that... But art has no sentience. Art has no sentience. So you're gonna see if you look at my AD Twitter, I have a banner on my AD Twitter that features art by Zausch. You want to get some lessons, Jackster? Hey yo, we could. I would get some lessons from you. Yeah, the art by Zausch. Zausch is a very, very premier artist. Very, very good. Very amazing. The serious talk time. Yeah. Nut, yes, nut, please. Very, very good artist. Drew there's a comic called The Closer, which is hot. Wuff, wuff, wuff. I want to be that fox. I want to be that fennec. Woof. I wish that was me. But, yeah. Zausch is very good, and Zausch cameoed me. Put me in The Closer, is in the background on 2 of the panels, and I'm like super grateful. It's a huge honor. It is, it really is. It's 3:28. I want to stay, but I know if I get too sucked in, I'll be on my electronics until it starts getting light out. Then go to bed. Brush your teeth, go to bed. Zausch also draws Cub stuff. He does. He draws Cub. I'm not gonna blacklist him for it. It's cute. Cub art is... It's controversial because you don't... Do not touch kids. God. Do not... I'm a good boy. You are a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Don't touch kids. But, yeah, so !socials will get you my link tree, and then you can go from there to my Twitters. I understand this topic with my upbringing because I was a bit curious when I was young, but I did not go out of my way to interact with people older than me, barely even those my age. I understand the experience. Your experience is not like others, but I'm still trying to find a good, agreeable take on this topic. Yeah. Yeah. So, age of consent is so, like, it's a dumb thing. Why is it dumb? Because, why is it dumb? Because you got this hard line, right? You got this hard line, 17, 18, 17-year-old, don't touch, 18, okay, free range, right? And it's not how consent works. You don't cross some magical age line and suddenly now you're informed, right? Suddenly you can give consent. Consent is about understanding, and it's about maturity, and it's about being able to it's about being able to handle the topic in a healthy, responsible way. It's about following rules, about don't share nudes, and don't share personal details when you're online, because one, your likeness can get stolen or used against you, or two, someone could come and get you, and horror stories are horror stories, and they're true. You should be very careful. But also, people under 18 still have to go through school. They have a lot on their plate. They're still developing as a person. It's why you really shouldn't mess with people under 18. Really under 21 is like, I mean, you can. It's legal, but at the same time, you really got to be careful. Because a lot of people define their own self-worth based upon how they, how others regard them. A lot of people bind their own self-worth to other people, you know? And if you got to be very deliberate about fostering the idea that your self-worth is based upon you and you alone, like your morals, your values, what you think is right. And if you follow a life that you believe is good, then you should feel generally good about yourself. And as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're not being mean to other people, as long as you're kind, then you're a good guy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good girl. You're a good little darling, you know? Just be good to people. Just be good to people, and you should be fine. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Good bean. Yeah, good bean. You're a good bean. And I believe what you're trying to touch... I believe this is what you're trying to touch upon. Education is uneven in how it's distributed, where more red areas, conservative areas dislike the idea of sexual education, which ends up harming more than helping. And they don't even teach about mental health as much, and barely about how to be social with others, how to notice red flags and harmful behavior from others. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my god. Abstinence only education is really, really, really... It's bad. It's really bad because a lot of the times there's like these lies which are perpetrated, which are told to kids about sex. And it's ridiculous. Cloudy says, although I agree with you on all statements that you've made so far, as many minors desire a role model to look up to and that can be manipulated, I dislike how many adults vocalize some sort of hatred against minors and address them as if they were an animal and think that is completely wrong to completely stay away and isolate. If it weren't for the adults in my life guiding me in the right direction, I wouldn't have been ahead of my peers during school and be the person I am today. Good night, Ben. What is that on my neck? It's my mute button. Everyone has different morals when it comes to sex. Yes, they do. The nuances about morality around sex is not something I can change. I can't standardize sexual morality. But I can help people feel less ashamed personally. I can help people like logic out, because morality can have a logical basis, right? Morality, excuse me. Excuse me. Leg, what are you doing? Did you turn off? Why? 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 Hold on. Oh, that's weird. Why are you picking up over there? What the hell? Hold on. Sorry, I've got to recalibrate. That's bizarre. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Tracking went blur for a second. Where am I from? I am in Indiana, but I'm from England. Doing the stanky yeah, doing the stanky leg. Have a good night, White Wolf. May I see how it works? No, because I can't move it. Goose, I can't move it. Everyone loves sex. That's a fact. There's no real need to be ashamed of it. Yeah, this is something weird I see happen in more 18 plus spaces. Like, I'll be open to speaking with people any age. I'll just need to know age to tailor my topics and know what is okay to say. Perhaps guide the youngins to better behavior thinking patterns and tell them stay away from harmful ideals. Yes. I'm from England, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm originally from England. Yeah. My tracker's not low battery. No. It just, it was some sort of glitch. Nice appearance from the T-posing. Oh, yes, T-pose. T-pose for power. T-pose for power. Power pose. Gotta mess with the normies, right? Oh. Yeah. Like, I don't advise... So my Discord is open to all ages. You went to university in Indiana? Our biggest export is college students. Hopefully looking to work full-time in India or that area. That's cool. Eurofuzzbot. Cool, Alex, yeah. I'm not in Europe right now. But maybe if I go on tour, if I grow like big, I might go and tour. Posture check. I'm sorry. Let me just sit up, real nice and easy. I gotta move my activity feed so that I can catch those. Okay. But it's so, like, people have panic over the idea of talking about minors and sex and cub and that kind of thing. Because I'm assuming you don't want my back to be stressed. You want a hug? Jack! Sweetheart, why you throw more subs at me? Sweetheart. For me? And those for me? Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, Misu. Yeah. Like, if someone likes cub art, I'm not gonna recommend cub art to anyone. But if someone likes it, I'm not gonna immediately vilify them. It gets a lot of panic responses from people because people see cub and they think kids and sex and wrong. But art is art. Art is art. And anyone who disagrees and thinks that people who like cub should, go to hell or they should die in a fire or whatever are not welcome. Because it's much better that they interact with cub art rather than actual children in a sexual way. But yeah, this is true on all levels. Even if someone is asexual like you are, they can enjoy sex without feeling attracted to others. People will choose to enjoy sex in any amount they want and in any way they want. Some people are very bonding with sex. They're very much like sex is meant to be between two partners who love each other and care for each other. And other people like me are like, hey, let's just go and take care of our urges. Let's go and have some fun. Let's go and have some fun. Let's have some fun. It was a terrible fate to be a minor when people treat you like a baby and expect you to act like an adult regardless. I was very mature for my age, but I was still excluded from being with my friends many times. So, yes. People treat children like objects, like precious little dolls, and they're not. Children are individuals. No, they're still developing. They're still developing into full adults, but by the time they're 16, they have very strong opinions and they're very individuals. But like I interact with minors, but in a safe for work way. I'm a whole lot more. I go into this sort of teacher mode. It turns into how are you doing in school? How are you doing at home? What is going on with you? And reminding them that they have a ton of life left. You know, especially like there's some minors in my community whose home lives are not very good, and I can be a source of support and a place where they can call home in my Discord without, and this can lead to them having a better life experience, and they can grow up with the ideas that I teach about being kind and sweet to people. You know, I've seen, since they've joined my server, I've seen genuine progress in their attitude improve. From being more hateful to being a lot less hateful. And I'm very proud of that. That gets into the idea of talking for those that cannot speak for themselves. Some people tend to use children, often the unborn too, to virtue signal, basically. Yeah, Jacka, they do. I don't think there's any topics I could comfortably talk with minors about. Well, I mean, comfort is an individual thing. I wish I knew someone like you when I was younger. I wish so too. I wish a lot more people were like me, just because I'm very open to communicating, and my entire goal is about making sure people are comfortable and don't get hurt. While they are still developing, they should also be treated at the maturity level as an adult, but with some slack, as they're susceptible to making mistakes more often. Growing up, it meant so much to me to be treated like a real person. Oh my god. Yeah, children are not treated like people. Treat children like humans, but be careful, because they are much more prone to mistakes. And don't I would say be gentle when it comes to sus things. I recommend very highly against being sexual with minors. But you can talk about sex without being sexual towards them. I seem like a sex kink educator. Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna move your car so your boyfriend can park his car? Okay, you do that. Your point about children being seen as objects speaks volumes. It's going on right now in politics. Children are being used as a ploy to scapegoat trans and the LGBTQ plus community, when in actuality they don't care about them at all. What's going on with my eyes? Something is white in my eyes. Goosebumps. Those are, I mean, there's stars going on in my eyes, and then there's the white dots, which are the light dots that you see in pictures. Yeah, I want people to understand that sex is okay to talk about. You shouldn't be ashamed about sex. I second this notion. You seem like someone eligible to educate on such a thing. Thank you. It means a lot, because that's actually one thing I really want to do, is sexual education. Never have had sex? You've never had sex, Goose? Yeah, my words might have been misleading there. I believe that all areas of sex shouldn't be discussed with minors. Yeah. Tax. Look, no, see, no. Teachers don't get paid much. So, no tax, right? Low tax, because teachers don't get paid much. Ha! Yes, I win. Teachers are drastically underpaid. Oh god. They are. And the problem with low pay with teachers is that it attracts people who are attracted to the position either Either they are genuinely interested in educating kids or adults for professors, right? Either they're genuinely interested in educating and making making people's lives better through education, or they want the position of power and they're super egotistical and they suck as teachers. And if you're a teacher and you want to domineer your classroom, you suck as a teacher. You don't dominate the classroom. It's a cooperative exercise. Teaching is a cooperative exercise. You'll learn more from your students than your students will learn from you. And everything you learn as a teacher, you should respect and understand and enjoy. I loved teaching. When I was teaching physiology and anatomy, oh my goodness. I can show you some super glowing reviews from my students that I'm super proud of. Super proud of. Very, very proud to have... I'm not going to go into it because there's never... it's just super sweet. They were super sweet. I loved my students. So are you doing teaching now? No. So last semester was my last semester teaching, unless they really need a TA in the fall. You definitely don't want power. It's too much pressure for you. So teaching isn't about power. In fact, it's a service position. You're providing a service. You're not domineering a classroom, but you have a lot of responsibility. I think you should be careful about talking to kids about sex, though, because you want to educate, not necessarily encourage. You're right. I'm still for a minute longer asked to ruin serious mode for a bit longer. Don't know about all that. Some of my old teachers would disagree. Yes, they would. A sub position. Only in college. But yeah, teaching is about guiding. It's about... What type of school did you teach? High school, university? Purdue University. Biology, specifically physiology and anatomy. Growing up, it was already hard to find people that would treat me like a human being with valid feelings, emotions, and desires. That problem was exacerbated growing up on the autism spectrum. It's better now as awareness goes on. Good for you, Claudia. I'm glad that you've that it's getting better and that you understand it's getting better. But also, I'm sorry that you had struggles. We hear so much about protect the children when funding isn't even going towards education and school lunches, not to mention churches being slammed with SA charges, sexual abuse charges, while abortion forces those abused to go to term. Yeah, so teaching isn't about power, it's about guidance, trying to help people, whether it's how to figure out something out or how to work through things. Yes, Purdue was one of your university picks. You ended up going to DePaul, a recent grad too. Cool. Yes, I'm a science teacher. Yes, technically speaking, I've been a science teacher. I've not been diagnosed with any sort of neurodivergence. I'm very different than the norm. I'm understanding more and more that I'm very different from the norm. I'm very different from the norm. Okay. Is it my dream job to be a teacher? It's my dream job, sort of, to be a teacher. Yeah, everything's okay, Dried Tube. We've mostly talked things through. You can watch the VOD for most of it. I just want to summarize real quick that the Twitter post that was made about me is a gross mischaracterization of my character and of my content. So TLDR, one, TikTok is not a kid's app. 2, a lot of people found the TikTok funny. And it was funny. It was very funny. I enjoyed the concept immensely, and people did. It got a lot of views really quick because it's very funny. It's also a bit of a shock, like, oh, yeah. And then the accusation that I defend pedophiles is not correct because the person I defended was not a pedophile. The situation was much more complicated than that. It was simply someone doing something very dumb, but not inherently, they didn't inflict any real harm. The situation's not as serious as they make it out to be, and I trust Stream Arcadad and Whiplash Wolfo, and they are sticking to that Whiplash is not a groomer, and until I see direct evidence pointing otherwise, I agree with them. Also, I will defend Tiger to the end of time. I am Tiger's friend, and they are, they're good bean. And Lumetric is also a good bean, who has done some things in his past that he shouldn't have, that he regrets. And we all do. We all make mistakes, and I defend my friend as well. I stand by my friends. And I will not hide from accusations. I will address them directly. I'm not locking my Twitter. I'm not stopping streaming. I'm not stopping content whatsoever, because I've not done anything wrong. And then finally, oh yeah, no, I do not abandon people. I don't abandon my friends. People make mistakes, and as long as they learn from them, I will stay friends with them. If they refuse to learn from them, then I'm gonna make some distance. But I do not abandon my friends. And I think eventually that will work in my favor, but for the past couple of days, I was not feeling very good. I'm going to tell you now, I was really not feeling very good about the call-out post that was made on Twitter. It really, that you guys are talking to me, and that we are talking back and forth about this stuff, and that you're open to me talking about it, and you're not, like, coming down on me and going, no, you're evil, stop streaming, you gotta be cancelled, you know, I appreciate that. And then finally, the final accusation saying, Fusion says that I told a 16-year-old it was okay to be lewd at 16 because it's what I did. Yes, as a 16-year-old, I was super lewd online. I do not encourage minors to be sexual. I did. I said it was okay to enjoy what happened, but I want to make sure I emphasize that this is about making sure that I eliminated guilt from them. They did not listen to me. They didn't listen to me. Their mind was very much, they felt a lot of shame for what happened, and they don't need to feel shame. Hi, Parker. Hello! You know me from random YouTube videos. What? Compilations? The compilations? Do you know me from the TikTok compilations? Those are really cool. I'm so proud, and I'm super honored that people include my TikToks in compilations. It's really, really, especially Skuru, who does really good work. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I would totally collab with Skuru. I love Skuru. Hi, Poplio. Hello. I'm gonna put on some music, because, I'm feeling better. It's a little bit of lo-fi. YouTube audio. Then Twitch suggested me. Cool. That's really cool, actually. I like that. I found you through Tiger, who I found on YouTube. Cool. Yeah, I love Tiger. Tiger is a good bean. I think, respectfully, you shouldn't encourage that in someone who is so young. Respectfully, now, that being said, you're your own person, but if it's a 16-year-old that's kind of on the line, but you know, it is what it is. As long as you're not doing anything untoward, it should be fine. So, Capital, let me explain that I'm not encouraging them to be lewd. I'm encouraging them to understand that they do not need to feel guilty about enjoying what happened. Yes, they do not need to carry guilt with them going forward. I emphasize that you should not, as someone under 18, you should not be sexual with other people online because it's dangerous. You should be very careful, super careful. Super careful, God. But, yes. I want to eliminate shame, because they were going through a mental crisis, and it was not helping. It was very much not helping that they carry around guilt. They need to just move past it, be more careful in the future, and move on, because mistakes happen, or things happen, you know. All parties involved need to just move forward and live better lives, and be more careful. There were some things that should not have happened during that I brought up with the person who was the adult in that situation. There were nudes that were shared, and that's not okay. And I made that very clear. Super clear, made that super clear. But the adult does not interact with anyone under 18 since then. And it's been like a year and a half, I think. It's been a long time. So they're not a pedophile. I do not defend pedophiles. And I didn't do anything wrong. Now I will say this. I grew a better understanding of the emotional instability of minors as I learned more about this topic. If you carry guilt, it will eventually make you hate yourself. Yes, and you shouldn't hate yourself. Never hate yourself. If there is something you did which was wrong, learn from it and move forward. So to get some clarification, the person that was older, that they know that this person was 16 years old. This will be very important upon where my stance will be. I don't remember. I think that they found out and they didn't cut it off. Sounds like Timmy. The stream for me was when Tiger was in the Elder Scrolls looking world. The bridge, was Tiger on a bridge, Omni? Because I did go, hi, Tiger, when they were on a bridge. So at that point, the person kind of stepped over a line. How old was the other person? 25? Somewhere between 25 and 30, I think. Yeah. They did step over a line. Because especially since this person was obviously not ready emotionally for any sort of sexual content. It's a big age gap. Yeah. Now, age gaps, like if someone is like 22 and another person is like 45, there's nothing wrong with that. You know? Age gaps are really not that big a deal. Yeah, oof. It's kind of an oof. It is. It's a bit of an oof. It's not too old, I don't think, but there's still a bit of an age difference if we're talking 35 plus. Yeah, but 20, that's... I don't want to say it's not as bad. So, it did go too far. It did. They shouldn't have, and they're not going to anymore. But one, there wasn't, like... There was... The teen was very sexually aggressive. They understood sex very well. In fact, they were sexually active with a lot of adults online. So it's obvious that this teen knew exactly what they were doing. They understood. Intellectually, they understood. But they were mentally unstable. They were, obviously, their home life was not one that was good. Age gaps, when both are 18 plus, I understand you just don't personally enjoy large gaps. That's fine. And you don't have to. As long as you don't call them wrong, like that they inherently add some sort of wrongness to the equation, it's fine. I can understand people being like, ooh, ick, towards age gaps. They don't like it. It's fine. You don't have to like it. Just don't vilify people. Yeah. Were both parties American? No, actually, the person who was 25 to 30 is Canadian. So the age of consent in Canada is 16. Technically, they didn't break any laws. No, actually, I think they shared nudes, which is, I think that is actually, And I was very clear to him that that was something they should not have done, and they're never ever going to do that again. So they're not a pedophile, and they did something wrong, and that's, that's just how it is. But I'm still their friend, and they're gonna learn from it. They're gonna do better. I'm leaving their name deliberately out of this conversation, because they've gone through a lot since then. Yeah, they've definitely, like, they're like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're just gonna cut it off right here. And they have a boyfriend, and they're doing really well, and I mean, I hope that they get back to content creation, because they were a content creator too, and I think they still are. I think they do stream still. I'm not going to plug them because I don't want you guys to talk about him. Just make it more about the message than the individuals. I needed this. I was feeling stressed out. Because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want people to feel like I'm some abusive person. People need a support system in order to develop past previous mistakes, especially ones of that caliber. You're right. I can respect that. See, information is very important, and the fact that you're giving enough to make it very clear, I super appreciate it. This is why I'm glad I have you as a co-host for my panel this year. Hey, yo! Yeah. Fiji, right? Fiji? Darling, yeah, nuances and information is super important. Hi Tim, I got a question. With those Twitter people who quote unquote out the pedos, molesters, do they actually get proper research upon supposed sussing people out, or is it more like, hey, rumors about this person, okay, I'm gonna make their life a living hell? For Midnight, there's a lot of bandwagoning that happens online. People jump to conclusions really quickly without understanding the nuances of the details. The details are very important, and not only the details but how the individuals are acting, super important. Yeah, there's a lot of witch hunts that go on. That is true. Cancel culture is a thing, and it's toxic. It's super toxic. Canceling people's super toxic because immediately people jump on people and lives are ruined over mistakes. I can understand pointing out mistakes, but people jump on people because they, for one, taking a position like that can get you attention. Vilifying someone else can get you attention. You're glad that you had the courage to do. You're glad I had the courage to do this. Thank you, Cereza. There's a term I often use for some of these folk where they are terminally online. Hey, applause. Hey. Anyone's trying to cancel you is going to get bit. I mean, it's what it is. I'm just really glad that you guys are here and that you're still watching and that you're listening and... Cuddles, no, Cuddles, you said that was the last one. My God, Cuddles. Excuse me, sweet. Wait, why is there another train? It's not been an hour yet. It's been an hour? It's been an hour? Where did the time go? Where did the time go? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh my God. I have, Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. I just joined your Twitter earlier today. Cool. An hour and 20. I'm doing well. I mean, I'm doing better. I'm feeling a whole lot better. I'm gonna put on some lo-fi. Let's see. Let's see what this is.
No.
Sky! Wait, you're supposed to be asleep.
No.
Okay. No. Fine, okay. Okay, hi, Sky. Thank you for starting the train. Thank you, thank you. That's fine. You've done fine. You guys have done great. I appreciate your train. Enjoy level 2 train. Enjoy level 2 train. Yeah. I'm really glad that you guys are very kind. There we go. Oh, hi, Husky. Hello. Am I not worried about my sleep schedule? Not anymore. I don't. No. No, I crashed. Actually, I had a really big nap today. Because I got really high, and I had lots of food, and... Oh, Jack! Mwah, kisses. And I passed the heck out. I was out for a bit. It was a really good nap, though. I'm not gonna contribute because we don't have a steady stream. So, you asked. Nice. Oh, Cuddles, thank you. Cuddles, okay. Cuddles. Darling, I appreciate the gifts, but you save your money. I'm asking you deliberately, please save your... What the... Oh.
You're such a brave and strong being. So proud of you for being you and using your experiences to help educate and help others.
Thank you. Thank you, Adisuto. Thank you. Look, I just... Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just... Oh, God. Oh my god. Thank you, Adisuto. I love you. I love you. Thank you, sweetheart. Stop. I love you. I don't know what you do. I might just. What are you doing? Jokes! Jack! Level 3. We're at level 3. Thanks for the 5 gifted subs, Jack. Sweetheart. Darling, why? No. Okay, look. I don't know what you do for work. Wait. Do I know what you do for work? Are you one of Ashful's friends? Right. Are you an artist? I don't remember. But, like... No? Oh, no, I don't know what you do. Oh, God. Screen. Wait, guys, you're gonna get to level 4 so fast. Oh my God, so much money tonight. My sweetheart. There was a question. Let's shift gears here, said Capital. What would your ideal dream job be? I'm curious, like something you could do for the next 20 years. I want to be an inspirational speaker. That's what I want to do. I want to be an inspirational speaker for people. No, my chat. I'm sorry, my chat is... There we go. Yeah, I'll come here. Well, motivational, inspirational. I want very much to make my life about making people's lives better. And so if I can step into an auditorium and speak to a group of people about how they need to love themselves, then yeah, that they should love themselves and appreciate themselves. And you want me to guess how much gold I have in Skyrim? I don't know how much is a lot of gold. Nice. It's real late. Yeah, it is, Red. I want to thank you guys again. There's a lot of you here. I want to thank you guys again for coming in here and listening to me, and because this has been something that has plagued my mind for the last 2 days. I saw that post, and there were some people who had concerns, and my mind started to spiral a little bit, I was a little worried that people would jump on me. Harassing me? Not really. It came up once. So I'm getting this face tracking thing done for my avatar for when I'm doing not virtual reality stuff. And there was someone who posted a link on that post of the call out Twitter, and I didn't appreciate it. I immediately responded that me talking to the 16-year-old was me encouraging them not to feel guilty about what happened. People will jump on me for a different reason. Yeah, but I wanted to set the record straight. And now that I have on stream, and I've made my voice heard, and you guys are not jumping all over me and telling me to off myself, you'll jump on me for a different reason? Yeah, DriedTube? Yeah, I bet you will. I feel a whole lot better. But respectfully, you do realize that could have potentially put me in a worse situation. You mean that I could have, by talking about it, I could have been more cancelled? I could have had more people against me? Fiji, is that what you're talking about? Or Cap? Sorry. I won't do that again. Just talking with that person. Cap. Oh. I mean, I talked to them like a year and a half ago. No, these are really old screenshots. I didn't talk to them recently. But yeah, I understand that it makes me look worse for people who don't understand the nuance of what I was doing, but by explaining the nuance of what I'm doing, by explaining that, I think it's fine. You know, it could have put me in a worse position. I could have just like left it all alone, but yeah, they're bringing up old stuff. This is old stuff. Because this miner brought this other post up. So the person who made this Twitter post about me isn't even the same person I talked to back then. It's some 17-year-old who didn't like the fact that me and Stream Arcadad made this sussy TikTok. And so they made some call-out post. Respectfully, screw them. Yo, self-love is hard to find. Yeah, this is old stuff. I'm just glad you're safe and you're loved by all these people, and the people who don't respect that can get the heck out. Yeah, I mean... Oh, it overheated? Oh no! Aster, I'm sorry. I think that they didn't like what they saw because they're 17 and they're sexually frustrated and blah 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 blah, you know, and so they then used this information to try and strengthen the what? Scream Bean! Scream Bean!
We've got you, Timmy. You're the goodest otter boy.
Kisses to you, sweetheart. Let it cool down, Aster. I'll be with you in a minute. Once it's excuse your French, is fine. This is a mature stream and you can curse, but I'm not going to. It's just not. It doesn't fit my comfy sort of, like, I'm flirty, but I'm in a very comfy way, you know. It's very casual. It's not very explicit. Not very yeah, explicit. Or vulgar. I don't like being vulgar. Yeah, it's soft, flirty. Yeah. I feel much better. I feel much better. You're too cute? No, you're too cute. You're too cute. I'm not. I do. I feel I feel like a weight is off my shoulders. Who's bugging me? But at the same time, I didn't want to make up some story, you know? You're good people. I have another person who I like to watch stream who's not particularly a fan of yours, but this is why I like people. I like to see what's going on, and I like to see for myself before making a judgment, which realistically nobody should make without at least making some effort to get some information from or about the situations. Yeah. I'm going to guess the person who does not like me is probably... Does the surname start with a B? B-A? I think I might know who they are. So negative? Oh, okay. I don't know their name. There's several people who don't like my content because of how sassy it is. I'm definitely a cutie. Are you coming up for AC? Oh, am I happy for AC? Yeah, I'm super happy for AC. There's 70 people in here. What's up? Hey, yo. There's a lot of people, actually. That's a lot of people. This is our job as your community to make you feel better. No, I just... Like... It's my job to entertain, but it's also my job as someone with a platform to make sure that I express some really serious stuff. You got a flight to the wrong city? Oh no. Did you go to... It's not Pittsburgh. You went to Philadelphia, didn't you? Did you go to Philly? Alright. Yeah. Yeah. I got those two mixed up too, but I'm driving, so... Yeah, I'm going to AC. You're blaming on Sky for insisting on effing the watermelon? You're gonna find a way to drive? Oh, okay. Oh, so do you have a refund for your ticket then? And then you're just gonna find a way to drive? Where are you driving from? Are you East Coast? I'm so glad I joined the fandom. My mood has been at an all-time high and I can smile. Yes! The fandom is great for that. The fandom saved my life. Genuinely, the fandom saved my life. It did. You guys have been here for me through a lot. I need hugs at AC. Yeah, give me hugs at AC. You wish you could go? Then go. You probably have work, right, Jack? You probably have work that weekend. Otherwise, it'd be great. I need to get to a FurCon myself sometime. Never been to one, but it's on the top of your bucket list and any form of VR. Defending him's a mixed bag. Respectfully, bunch of people here are really great people. Others are absolute. What's the nice word? Trash. And no, I think nice word is unpleasant. Yeah. Oh, you're still gonna fly. Oh, so you want to... You're South Coast and didn't find out about it until a month ago? Oh, okay. Okay. Wait, Texas? Are you, like, on the coast? Like, by the, No? Okay. Are you, like, at the Gulf of Mexico? Like, somewhere? Mm-hmm. Like... Cool. Do you go boating? Do you go boating, Jackster? Can you help? Are you good with ropes? Am I gonna be wearing my OC on my con badge? Yeah, I am. Bro trying to dox me. Hey, look, like, I'm in, Indiana. States are very big. They're very big. I just wanted to be very, yes, you're very good with rope. Hey, yo. Cool. Yeah, this is nice. I'm really appreciative of you guys being here. Oh my god. You don't understand. The stress that's been plaguing me this past couple days has been... It's been a bit too high. So I'm glad that's over. Where is Philadelphia? Like, I probably can't fit you guys into my car. Like, I was thinking about Philly to Pittsburgh. Oh no, it's on the wrong side. Sorry. If Philadelphia was on the west side of Pittsburgh, I would have been able to like pick you up. But no. It would be a 9-hour drive for me. Because Pittsburgh's I think a 5-hour drive. Hi, Looney. Tampa. Good thing you don't have work tomorrow, you'd be a zombie. Florida's a hellscape? Yeah. Florida sucks. As a state. The governor's out of control. Cute yawn, excuse me. No, you're cute. Nice harness, thank you. Thank you, Looney. I love my harness, it's very nice. I'm in Florida because my mom and dad are here and no state tax income. Cool. I didn't know there's no state tax income. You like your town? Oh, good. I'm glad. What car do I drive? I drive a 2022? Yeah, 22 Tucson. 22 Hyundai Tucson. That I am currently financing. The yawn was adorable. Shut up. It's a little late. It's a little late for me. It's a lot late for me. Yeah, we're in outer space. Yay! We're in outer space. This is a nice world. It's a nice world. Hey, what is not that bad, seriously? Well, at least Orlando isn't everyone thinks. Orlando's like hate central, but I've been openly gay here pretty much my whole life, never had an issue. Respectfully, you'll let's sit here and say Florida's crappy, brother, way worse places, but I respect your right to have an opinion about a place you probably never visited. Orlando's great, though. So, there are things I dislike about Florida, but I understand that people's experiences are individual. I mean, you can have a great life in Florida, there's just some things that are not so great. But there's some things that are not so great about everywhere, you know? So, yeah, you're right. I really love these chats we have, it's very close and very intimate. I appreciate you saying that. It's kind of neat. See, I was thinking about it today. It's like you wouldn't listen to this kind of conversation with other streamers. That's my point, is that everyone gives water but there's tons of other places that are terrible. Florida shit, but there's tons of places that are terrible. But I just think it's unfair to judge a state based on one person that's over it. Yeah. Yeah. You remind me of my dad. Aww. I am tired, goosebumps, yeah. I'll probably sleep till 10. I'll probably stop stream soon. No, that's fine, Alex. No, it's fine. We might end soon. Because it's been an hour and 45 minutes. I didn't realize it was that long. You know what? I might just like clip some of this stream out and use that as my response. You're back and you invited me? Okay. I'll get some sleep. I'm glad that you guys were here for me. I'm glad I have such an understanding community that's mature enough to have this kind of talk. Okay, Sky, I'll come to you. Let me see what this is. Let's see what they are, let's see what they're inviting me to before we head out. I'll be throwing you guys at someone else. Because other Twitch streamers deserve your attention more than I do. I'm kidding. Mostly. A little. I don't know who I'm gonna send you to yet, but
It's a little bottom boy.
Hey, hi, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy, and it's my birthday. It's not my birthday, but I'm quoting the meme.
Look, this is my house. This is my new house.
Your new house? Wait.
How do I look here?
Hold on. That back there, is that your new house? Back there?
Yes, sure.
Sure. Wait.
This is my new home world, though.
Oh, your new home world. Okay. It's pretty.
How do I look here?
You look
I'm not on stream anymore.
gentle. It's a very gentle. You're not Jesus Bright anymore.
Lucky for you, you're on PC, so you can swim. We just drown.
You just drown? What do you mean you just drown? Oh, because you don't... Water. Perfect. Wow. Hi, Itchy. How you doing?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh? What do you mean uh-oh?
Have you seen the other one?
What do you mean
There's
uh-oh?
3 of us here. Have you seen the 3rd?
I'm literally the... Oh. In his own lane, thriving. Ayo. Oh, I'm thriving. Good night, Alex. I missed a 5K. Oh, no!
I don't even notice Sky anywhere.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, great wise one, give me coconut of a tree.
Can you see Sky? Can you see Sky? Where's Sky? It's like Dora the Explorer. Where is Sky? Ta-da! I don't know why they're in the trays.
I'm not going to put a watermelon in the oven to fuck it.
What? What? That was weird. What do you mean?
This guy has been insisting on putting a watermelon in the oven.
I wonder how baked watermelon would be. I've never had baked watermelon.
Baked watermelon is actually really good.
Is it?
I don't know, but he wants to fuck baked watermelon.
No, it's
Okay.
from a movie, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Extremely gay and invincible. Yes, that's me.
Don't forget.
Okay, Ati.
Sleep is not required.
Ati Suto.
It is sleep around.
I am cute. I'm cute.
When are you gonna give me the sleeping powder? I shit you not, I will snort it.
We don't talk about that.
What? You're a furry. I am. I'm a
Stuff has happened
furry.
while you have not been here.
I can tell. No bad mouthing yourself. I will always badmouth myself. Else we wield points
because
against you.
water.
Do it.
I will drown you.
Drown me. Drown me. That's fine. But wait, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
Oh,
can't.
you're
I
older, I
can't
can't
fully
fucking
go
do
on
that.
water.
What? Huh?
I can't fully go on water.
Okay, that's bizarre. Is it because you're on class?
Basement.
What the what?
Basement.
Oh,
Basement.
oh, that's kind of nice, actually. We're inside a toy now.
Wait. Have an idea.
We're inside a toy. Safety rings. Oh yeah, they're safety rings. That's what they are. Yeah, they
Basement.
define the boundary of where you can safely swim. It's a new lifeguard tool.
You don't understand, Timmy. This is my basement.
This is your
You're in
basement.
my basement now.
Your basement's got a leak.
This is my basement.
Your basement's got a leak, Aster.
It appears so.
I will. Let me drink
It
it.
appears that I'm also drowning. Oh. Help, I'm scared. Help. No, I saw that. No, I saw your feet. Get out of here.
Okay. Okay, I can't drink it all. I'm sorry, I can't make your basement dry.
Oh, no.
The basement. No, the basement.
We're in the sea, crabs.
Hey, Timmy. Timmy.
Oh no. Oh, I see it. I see it in my camera. I see it in my camera. I don't like it. No, 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 no. Let me out of here. No, 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 no. We're not playing that game. No, no,
No,
no.
go into the safe route.
Help.
Come to the flat area.
To the flat area. Go, 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 go. Go! Aha.
Move so much faster than you.
My basement flew away.
Timmy, my basement flew up. Fuck, I can't swim.
I can. I can. I can swim.
You're
We can double jump still.
I just love like peeking out from
My basement.
He flew away.
Let's not. I'm safe while I'm in the water. I'm safe while I'm in the water.
Shark time.
Water. Water.
Fish is here,
You're also fighting back tears. Oh, sorry, son. Mwah, mwah.
Shark week.
I'm safe right here. Just asking a question. How do you move your whole body? I want to get a blank for my headset. I don't know what you want for your headset, but whole body requires additional trackers. Additional tracker. I do hear the audio.
Oh, wait,
Who needs to wear
2
bag?
seconds. Wait, give me one moment. If I can. Oh, oops.
Let me just tread water here for a while.
Imagine not having a scale sky east side.
Where can I get the trackers?
You do suck.
If
Can't
you
say
get
you
the
suck.
valve
You do.
index, you can do so Amazon's a great place for the trackers. I got all my trackers through Amazon. Are you okay? What? What is hilarious? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. I feel dumb. Yum 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 yum
I'm
yum.
not causing trouble.
Nah, no.
Yeah.
I'm just being a little pest.
I get so my first trackers, big shout out to Rodney Stallion for my first trackers, which were 2.0s. And you need base stations, yeah, Jackster's right, you need base stations that
Nice reference, Mike.
Nice reference. What do you mean? What do you mean, nice reference? Well, everyone went quiet!
I could do chubby cheeks too. Hold on.
Bam mir bist du
That's my face.
means you're grand, so kiss me and say you understand. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. What language is that, Sarita? You're just getting a headset. So full body requires additional trackers. How are you so darn adorable? Hugs for everybody. Hug emotes, those are cute. Thank you.
You are so strangleable.
I'm very. Oh yeah. You could strangle me. That's entirely possible. I know, typists suck.
I would
Hi,
say living
Landrin.
flashlight, but it wouldn't work.
Thanks for the follow. Pool party. Yee.
I don't know why, but it feels like they'd be like
It's a song.
like a squeak toy, just like your
Yeah.
Yep, just
I would say living flashlight, but to be fair, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't. You're too
We're
small,
stretching.
Too large.
We're stretching. Yeah, I'm a squeaky toy. Mute button can help with that. That's hot. Screen bean. Yeah, my little mute button can help with that. How are we doing? I'm doing better. Alright, we're gonna change the name of the stream. We're gonna end it soon because I gotta get a bit more sleep. I don't need to get a ton more sleep, because I had a huge nap.
Oh yeah. I remember, I have to yell at you for that.
Yeah.
Get a schedule
We all do.
before I...
Mister, it is flipping
3 in the morning.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
I
What is
know.
it?
I know. I know.
Oh my god, it is.
Why are you guys still up? Why are you guys still awake, huh?
You know I can't.
It's my weekend.
Immortality won't let
It's
me.
my weekend
So-
too. It's my weekend too. I'll
Point
be
the
more.
blame
I'll,
at
I'll be
that
more.
thing.
I'll be more responsible during the week, but like the weekends are mine.
Here's my workaround.
Yeah.
Rifle didn't
My
say
reasons.
anything to me, so
Jax is gonna leave soon. Okay. I hope you have a good day at work.
The Rifle's the only one that
Why
bullies
are
me in
you
this sleep.
still awake?
Why am I still awake? Because I get to be. I have a hard
Okay, then
job.
why are you still
It's
awake?
4:30.
Because
Yeah,
nobody's
na-
told
I
me
had
to
a
go
good
to sleep.
nap.
Nobody's, I mean, Rifle hasn't, so...
Go to sleep.
No offense, but what?
can beat me to
Sorry,
sleep.
hold on. I did not mean
That
to pin
sounded
that.
horrible.
It's good to say.
Horrible, but intriguing.
What happened? The age of consent. I'm scared, very scared. Yeah. So yeah, Jacka did a really really good explanation of what just happened. Yeah. So Twitter couldn't guess anything else. Yeah, it was a Twitter post. It was a Twitter call out, and I had to give a very in-depth sort of explanation. It was important to me that
I have a thing. Then I'll let
Okay.
you finish.
yeah, it was important to me that I get that out so that people understand and don't have to worry so much about me. You know, I didn't do anything wrong. I did some things which some people didn't like, but I didn't do anything directly wrong. Alternative to LDR.
You've lost Timmy privileges.
What?
You've lost
That's
Timmy
how it
privileges.
metal cup.
You have to pay to get him free.
No!
Pay to get him free. You've lost Timmy privileges. Don't be shouting himself.
You know I have my abilities, right?
I could go down there too.
I have my abilities. I can go as fast as I want for speed. So I can run across time and space.
I will eat you, not the sexual way.
What? I will escape from escape.
to free him.
No. Run away.
Or
Oh, wait a minute. I am small. I'm too. No, he can shrink. Ah,
I was gonna say,
he can shrink.
you're very fast, but I can run so much faster. Ready?
I'm ready.
Use the swift ability.
Oh my god, you can run really fast.
Missed.
It's pay to win to free Timmy. No, it's not.
I know.
No, it's not. No, we've made a lot of money today. Why do you throw money at me?
This is why I have my abilities, just for fun.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Is that Go Go
swiftness.
Loco?
Alright, your hands
Wow.
are too small now.
Beans.
Your hands are too
Beans.
small. That's under a paywall.
Beans under a paywall? Excuse me? No. You don't have to pay to see my beans.
Do you mind
Beans.
if I steal your energy so you can go to sleep and I can go faster?
Compared to your friends or to the Otter Boy Micro? Yeah, Micro's hot. I like Micro. Oh man, there's 85
Well, I mean, it's not
people!
micro.
Why are there 85
It's not
people?
micro compared to me.
Because people have been raiding for fun.
No!
Yay.
No! You don't understand. Most of these people are not from a raid. They just showed up. They just showed up. They just. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's
I loved
partner
your-
numbers.
I loved your
Hi.
like slow realization that I could shrink.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I can't get away from him because we like you. I like you too. Mwah. Like, I'm not gonna go to bed yet. There's too many people here. 67? Wait. You see 64?
I say there's only like 64.
Oh.
Wait, Sky.
Never
High
mind.
five. Give me speed.
I think my my eyes deceived me. I think my eyes deceived me. I'm sorry. Never mind. Yeah. It was 65, not 85. So I have glasses, and they blurred.
That's still a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. It's not partner yet, but it's higher than my averages have been. It's higher than my averages have been. Like, we're growing average-wise, we're growing. Okay. I can get in bed.
Oh my god, is it time for... Is it my time for my daily yelling at you to board?
Yelling at me for what?
Whenever I
Going to
like
way make
walk,
you
I
go to
go
sleep,
fucking
I swear to God.
flying. You will never get me to sleep.
Wish you could cuddle a cute honor. You want to cuddle me?
Hello?
You want to cuddle me? I'll let you
You're not
cuddle.
moving from this location ever again. You shall fall asleep. They escaped.
You see 69? 69? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm laying down now.
I can't get to you. You're too far back.
I put that in there specifically for 69 and it worked out fine. Oh. That's better. Excuse me? Excuse me? What is that sound? What am I listening to?
You haven't seen nighttime person.
I haven't seen... Yeah. This is a good
I'm so
view.
fucking sleep deprived. Oh my god, I'm flying.
I like this, actually. This is a good crop. This is a good picture. This is a good screenshot.
Yes, the caveman in its original home.
Just every once in a while, Aster just pops in. Just.
Photobomb.
I'm kidding.
You are a gremlin, holy moly. Where'd your energy come from?
You can see why.
I just love hearing him.
Yeah, come scoot me up,
fact,
Hatisuta.
The main reason is because of blank. I am not allowed to disclose this information due to the fact that I don't know that I can ask for permission for this. Anyway, moving on.
Greetings.
Cash or credit?
I'd like to speak
I'm unfortunate to
or
tell
message
you I'm
Priscilla
broke.
with you in Discord after the stream. Okay. Someone message you?
Oh, there they go into the hidden cave.
Fingered you earlier.
Why?
You didn't notice the reason why we're laughing.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fun. Wow.
You have the confidence for this, but not the confidence what happened 3 hours ago
Oh,
of what happened.
oh.
You have confidence for this,
Whoa.
correct?
What?
Oh. You're trying to join the server on Monday? Okay.
Ah, it's a pussy.
Goodness gracious. No, I think it is time for
Little
bed.
thing on the ground.
It's time for us to start wrapping things up. I thank you all for being here.
Can I go at light speed in a wheelchair?
You need to go to
Yeah.
bed. Go to bed. We're going to bed. We're gonna raid out. I want to thank you guys. I'm gonna mute them, cause holy moly. We're gonna throw you guys at somebody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for being there for me. Poor Aster is super buzzy. Not usually this energetic. He's usually not this energetic. Gone is the filter. Mostly. Where are you guys going? Where are you guys gonna go to? Who can we send you to? Boy, it's like in full Fennec. I know. Yeah, I'm sorry, Furry. It's late. It's super late. It's super late. Thanks for the follow, Thomas. You're just coming in right near the end here. We're going to throw up some credits. Because you guys have been incredible for this past hour and a half. Or, yeah. $80 and $50. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I really appreciate it. I really do. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. It's a bit more than I deserve, but I appreciate you. All these subs, really appreciate. We're gonna send you guys off. Either go to bed if you need to, or if your day's just starting. Then stick around and look at, oh, who am I gonna send you to? Yeah, you're on the credits. Do you want to say something before we end? Hi.
Where's the camera? I can't smell it.
It's over there. Against the wall.
There's no camera there, and also all the money that you deserve, or I'm gonna start screaming.
I'm gonna mute you again. No screaming. There's a Tatum playing Overwatch 2. That's cute. They have 12 followers and they're cute. My stream went very well. The stream went very well. This is great. Let me send you guys off. I love you all. Make sure you do !! socials, right? Join the Discord, join the Twitter, join all my social media, join my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. I'm starting, there's going to be VODs, there's VODs publishing 3 times a day as we get caught up. Arrgh! Dead guy. Hi, dead guy. We're wrapping up. Arrgh! 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 Yeah, I'm sorry. What's my YouTube? It's on my link tree. Go to the link tree. It's on there. Love you all. Love you all. Let's make a Tatum very happy, chat. Aster, what are you doing? Darling, we're wrapping up the stream and then you can be a gremlin. Peacho_S. Peacho_S. Good night. Good night. Good night. Make sure you use the waggle tail emote when you go in there, right? Lots of waggle tails. Most of you have subs, so you should be able to. For those of you who don't, I'm sorry. But those waggle tails right there. It was nice to see you for midnight. I'll be streaming again tomorrow night. Not nearly as late. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. We'll send you off. It was very nice to talk to you all. Good night. Brush your teeth. Drink your water. I'm gonna just throw you there. Rather than letting it count down, I'm just gonna throw you. Let's take a look at what Peacho wants to say.
Corridor. Yeah, I don't really like it in here.